he's a funny guy, but he's good on the field. He's very twitchy. He brings a lot of knowledge and experience to that side of the ball that we need and can use this season. Ridgeway, he's a very strong guy. He's a wrestler, I think. So, I mean, that only helps on the D-line and in the trenches. But I think Markel Utsey, he's very good. He's a big body inside. He's twitchy. He can move his hips really well.
Has he put Ridgeway any of you guys in chokeholds or anything?
No, no, he hasn't. But he's been doing really good in our practices, and he's been improving every day.
When Coach Pittman was at Arkansas under Bielema, there was a huge difference in the O-line between year one and year two.
Yeah.
Do you think there's going to be a similar difference this year?
I do. I mean, like you heard earlier, Pittman wants to be a little more involved in the O-line room, and he definitely pops in and out when he gets the chance. But I feel like compared to last year, we'll definitely take a great step in the right direction.
Some of the freshman offensive linemen, I guess they all enrolled late, but, and their time is probably down the road. But what have you seen out of those guys?
They're just hard workers. Some of the standouts probably Josh Street. He's very smart. He picks up on stuff really easily. Terry Wells is a very good freshman. He's very strong, athletic. And Devin Manuel, he's coming along really nicely. He just probably needs to lose a little bit of weight, but he's very athletic and he's coming along.
Well, sorry if you already got asked about this, the barbecue deal, the lineman all got.
Yeah.
How's that? What do you think of that, and how good is that for the lineman?
It's pretty good. I mean, considering our past struggles of gaining weight, I don't think that'll be a problem anymore. But no, it's been good. Jordan Wright, he's been happy to sponsor us and do anything he can to help us out.
Trey talks about KJ a little bit. What's he like in the huddle? How does he command it?
He commands it very well. He's got a great swagger to him about just like commanding the offense, and we all believe in him, especially considering every time he's played, he's done very well, exceeded expectations.
Was the departure of Woods a surprise for you, and how's that wide receiver group been?
I think the wide receiver room has been great. I mean, they're hard workers every day they come in, especially Traylon Burks, Davion Warren, J.D. White, all those guys. They come in and work every day. And as of Mike Woods, I mean, that was his decision. He did what was best for him. So.
There's only two guys from each team that get to come to this. Is this a big deal to you, or is it small? I got to get up early and go to Birmingham? Or how do you treat that?
No, I treat it as a big deal because Coach Pittman, he saw me as much of a leader to bring me out here and represent this team, and I'll treat it as such.
Have you talked to Tykeus? Because it seems like his potential is great.
Yeah.
And Sam just told us he came in overweight,
Right.
He had a concussion. Have you talked to him about just what it takes to get on the field?
Yeah, I mean, I try to talk to him as much as I can, especially as young guys, because, I mean, most of our whole line right now is seniors, if not juniors, so we'll be gone here in the next year or two. So I try to emphasize to those young guys that, like, their time's coming, whether, like, they want it to or not. Like, it's probably going to come sooner than they think, so they just need to be ready every day and just train like that.
What about Marcus? He bounced around, played behind you a little, was
Right.
tight end. I think he was at right tackle some in spring. What do you think about his future?
I think Marcus has a bright future here, especially once I'm gone. I think he'll shine. He's great. He's a technician. Comes in and works. Doesn't complain ever. So I think he'll be great.
Have you gotten to go to Ohio much? Go home since you got to campus? What's it been like?
Yeah, I go home probably like a couple times a year. Probably like beginning of the year and towards the end of the year, depending on how the outcome is. But I get to go back a few times a year.
What happens these next couple weeks or so? I mean, you guys report on the 5th.
Yeah.
You go home then, or what do you guys do?
I won't be going home. I'll just take like a little vacation kind of. But yeah, we'll get like a week off, so you can go back home if you choose, or you can stay up here. But I'm just gonna take a little vacation and get away from football for a little bit.
And Coach Kennedy coming obviously was, a surprise.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on Coach Davis leaving and Coach Kennedy stepping in now?
I thought it was a business decision. I mean, he left for his own reasons, but I mean, Coach Kennedy coming in is definitely a great addition to us. I feel like we didn't lose a step. All the guys like him, so that's a positive. And he brings a lot of knowledge to the table. So.
Thanks, Myron.
We'll have a few more for you down.